Welcome to a really compelling matchup that almost has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. Today, one of the best running back matchups you're going to see all season long. Two stars colliding here. Welcome, folks, to the classic Cotton Bowl right in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Sooners will kick this deep to get us going. Fields it just outside the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. The Texas Longhorns offense trots out there to open this game. Well, Kirk, we were here at the State Fairgrounds last time these teams met. Oklahoma actually jumped on top. After that, a complete burnt orange beatdown. They won it by 31.
Yeah, if I remember right, you're right. It was competitive early, and then Texas 21 points in the second quarter alone. Oklahoma had a very difficult time responding from that Saturday. We'll see if this year it can be a little bit different. Can the Sooners get their offense going against this very athletic Texas defense? Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Drop for a loss after the catch on third down. Sets up a fourth down now.
Good job here by the defense on third down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So Oklahoma's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. They will go up against a secondary, Kirk, that talks about the no-fly zone. These guys are confident in their ability to just lock down wide receivers and take away the opponent's passing game.
Seems like every year in college football, there's secondaries around the country that want to brag that they have the best group of defensive backs. I think this defense and this secondary specifically has a very strong case with what they have to work with. The question I have is, how will the offense consistently move the ball against this group today?
Now it's second down here. Give it to the back again. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Scanning the field, it's Mateer. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Boom. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. What's cool about the battle for the golden hat is that it's a wearable trophy. You see the winning side, they went and grab that hat, Kirk, and they take a picture that lasts a lifetime.
And Chris, think about it over the years. All the different folks that have been able to have a chance to put that hat on. Charlie Strong, of course, when Texas had a big win. Baker Mayfield, Vince Young, and it goes back and forth. And you're right, today, whoever wins this game, they're going to be quick to get that hat on. How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we've got a 4th down.
The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Looks right for a quick completion. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaks through. Breaks into the clear. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Over the middle, it's Wheeler. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They connect for 6.
Oh, what a play. Man, this defense, they better watch out for this tight end today. It's proven right there how easily he can slip behind and get lost in coverage. And if that happens, this quarterback's going to find him and make you pay.
They're setting out to try the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They get him down, but he found a good lane in that return. And so the drive starts with pretty decent field position. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. And now the first play of the drive, they'll begin at the 38. The shotgun handoff here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quickly behind the 6 here after the loss, 2nd down and 11. Looking for his back. Comes up with the catch. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Hoping for another chapter in this tremendous rivalry, Kirk. They've been playing since 1900.
Yeah, that's really what makes college football what it is. And I think all the concern with the realignment was we would potentially lose games like this. It's great to see Texas and OU still be playing for many years to come.
The ball is caught. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a 1st down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
Dropping back, it's Manning. It's an out route, the catch made, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
He's in the clear. Tough to show by the sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. First down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? And the quarterback dropping back, running out of time in the pocket. He cannot escape. It's a sack. And the timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a first and goal situation.
Running back out of the backfield for the catch. Tackled at the 8 after the completion. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Great job by the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Backed against a wall, you practice these kind of things in spring ball, in camp in the summer, even during the week of preparation. Who's going to win, the offense or the defense? The defense does their job here on third and goal to knock that one away. Now we got a big call coming up here on fourth down.
Makes it look easy.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Breaks into the open. All the way back for a score. Touchdown, Texas. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 10-7. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Grab down the middle. It's Wheeler. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. One more play before they head to the locker room. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Caught over the middle, it's Gibson. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. Longhorns will kick this away to start the second half. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. First play of the second half is a handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
What makes a really good counter play is selling it to the defense. So you're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Sooners will have to kick this away. When he comes for his second punt of the game. Fielded at the 25. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. And now the first play of the drive, they'll begin at the 38. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And here he goes. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Breaks an open space. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Third down, it's a handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it's third down and inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
That's reeled in. It's more. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. To throw, it's Manning. Grabbed by the receiver. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a first down.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are, Typically, you'd want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks toward the sideline and finds the running back. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
2 and clock with the running game. Tackled, but forced down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. They'll run it from the gun. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab, on the move. Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's 1st and goal from the 2.
Well, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance of a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your quarterback. Completion, 1st down, fresh set of downs, and you continue to work that clock.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now.
All right, here we go. This is really it. And the defense knows that if the offense is able to score here, it's essentially over. It's mano-a-mano at the line of scrimmage. Let's see which side can gain the most leverage.
He goes nowhere. Back-to-back stops by this defense.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume, just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground, keep pounding, run that clock, because you got everything working in your direction.
So 4th down now from the 3. They'll go for it. Can the defense rise up for a big stop? Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. To throw, it's Mateer. And the receivers got it. And they bring them down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's running out of time here. Looking to scramble now. Finding some room at the 25. 1st down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry.
Well, there it is. Finally, an opportunity to see what this guy can do with his legs. I think that's his best carry of the day, and it's off of a scramble. Something to keep in mind for him as he gets down to the end of this game. Maybe his legs could be the difference.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And it's caught on the crossing pattern. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. They come up and quickly spike it, stopping the clock. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. Maybe the last shot here. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down.
It has been a rough night for this quarterback. That last interception really punctuates what's been a completely inept effort from this passing game from start to finish.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. That's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.